What are some tips and tricks for arguing with idiots? Take time to make sure you are not the idiot. Edit, thanks so much for the golden narwhal. Don't. I was going to say don't, but clearly that's been covered. Then I read the last guy say just say okay to everything and watch them self-destruct. You might actually get a little further along with this method if you implement Socratic method and just ask them questions. The point is not to get to a gotcha moment from you, but come from a place of genuine curiosity, otherwise they may get defensive if they feel they're being manipulated. Either they will wind themselves up until they figure out they really don't know what they're talking about, or you will have a better understanding of where they're coming from. Ask another idiot to argue with them. Expect to constantly have to steer them back to the crux of the argument, be prepared to refute any spurious sources and to back up your own facts with genuine sources. Pick your battles, because there will be many occasions where you will be told we will just have to agree to differ and that's just your opinion. Don't always expect that the idiot will understand your logic. Think of it like playing chess with a pigeon. Chances are, the pigeon will knock over all the pieces, shit on the board and then fly back to its flock to claim victory. Pee on them to assert your dominance. It's kinda unpopular, but be as polite and as calm as you can. Intelligent people can sometimes act like idiots when arguing with idiots. This applies to the internet as well. Don't argue with an idiot, they will drag you down to their level and beat you with experience. You can't fix stupid. Walk away. Never argue with a fool, onlookers may not be able to tell the difference. Mark Twain. It's not really good, but something fun to do when arguing with someone who's determined to debate you on a topic you'd really rather not discuss with their crusty, misanthropic ass, is seeing how dumb you can convince them you are. It's trolling, pure and simple, but it's really funny and not nearly as taxing as trying to convince them that the globe industry isn't a mass conspiracy. Remember that they're a person, too. There's a reason that they believe what they believe, even if it's ignorant. Don't view idiots as people that you need to put down, see them as people who need to be helped or taught. Point out logical fallacies in the most polite way that you can. If you're rude or mean, they're less likely to listen to you and will be more defensive. The general rule of thumb when debating with anyone is that they're more likely to listen to you if you can at least try to understand and be gentle with them. If you can't convince them, just drop it, or come back to once enough time has passed. If they ever manage to climb out of the hole they dug, they'll look back and thank you. Just keep asking them questions. Make them realize they can't even explain themselves. Beliefs form your value system, and your values form your opinions. Try to find out if you disagree about something fundamental, belief level, or just an opinion on an issue. Value or opinion level. Two people might disagree about motorcycle helmet laws, but they both might fundamentally agree that people should wear motorcycle helmets. But if you fundamentally disagree, you're likely wasting time arguing about the opinion part of it. For example, when I feel an argument coming on, I tell the person, look, I believe that the Bible is the Word of God, and I base all my decisions on that. So if you don't believe that, it will be a waste of time to argue. Don't let them change the subject until you're ready. A lot of times people won't acknowledge they were wrong, and change the subject. But what about? Nothing gets resolved that way. Listen to their position, find something you can agree with or state that you understand, and use Socratic questioning to have them provide a reason why they're wrong. Also try to include personally relevant information. Facts can be thrown in, but they need to be gently folded in. Example, they poor people are taking welfare and they lie and take advantage. I'm sick of lazy people getting paid my tax money. Yes, I really think the government could do better with how they use tax money. Personal connection, have you ever met someone who received government assistance? What was their situation? Oh, it sounds like they were really in a bind. Facts: I wonder how many people receive welfare. I wonder how much they get. Have you ever lived on that much money a month? Just tell them you won't enter into a battle of wits with an unarmed person. Have your balls hanging out while maintaining strict eye contact. If you try to have a stupid argument with a stupid person, they will beat you with experience. If you're arguing about petty stuff/facts, just always say yes. Option 1, you were right all along and they'll eventually find out and they'll feel like an idiot. Option 2, you were wrong and you admitted that before they could rub it in your face. Use terms like false equivalency or ad hominem. Realize they're an idiot and spare yourself the aggravation. If it's an unavoidable argument, I like to idiot back. Just crazy random shit that doesn't apply any more than what they're saying does. Then I try to look triumphant at the end of every response. It's worked as often as logic has and it's a lot more fun. Don't just say okay with literally every comment they throw at you. Watch them self-destruct. Don't bother or try to keep the conversation short. When arguing with a fool, first make sure the other person isn't doing the same thing. Tell them they are right and end the conversation. If they insist, you tell them again you are right. It's pointless to argue with idiots. What are you trying to do? Change their minds? Don't waste your time. If they're a narcissist, just ignore them and they'll see they're not getting the reaction they want and they'll explode. They'll realize they look crazy and STF you. Do it in writing, over the course of a week, where you have the opportunity to reference exactly what they said in the past, and provide strong sources to ruin their argument and bolster yours. It will take a lot of time. At the end, either they will agree that their argument is untenable, and change their mind, agree their argument is untenable but still not change their mind, often citing differences in opinion/values, or they will give up, which is different, but not change their mind, often looks like they're no longer engaging the conversation. This is assuming it is an argument of fact and you are actually correct. Also, note that differences of values/opinion are valid-ish.